Hello everyone and welcome back to LTB Farms. Welcome to the editing suite. I'm kind of here in my little corner of the world trying to keep it quiet because everybody's asleep right now. Real quickly, I do want to say thank you very much to all of our viewers, all of our subscribers. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being a part of our family and our farm. We do appreciate that very, very much. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I promise it's very simple, very easy, and very painless, so we would appreciate it if you'd do so. Real quickly, on the last video, Undone is what it was called. I was finishing up that video and came down pretty ill and just really wasn't able to finish it the way that I wanted to. So I wanted to go back and address a couple of things that I was not able to finish. Well, one in particular, I told you at the first of the video that on the feeder lambs that I would try to crunch the numbers and kind of come up with some numbers for you so you could see how those lambs performed. Now, we're not really going to talk about dollar value. We're just going to strictly talk about performance, okay? So those of you that don't really like number crunching, be patient, because I promise that I won't take very long, okay? All right, so let me get my notes here real quick. Now, the first group, there were several in that group. There was like 24 in that group, and they arrived on the farm at a 35-pound average weight, which tells me that, one, they were young. The next thing that tells me they were young is they had a very tough time transitioning onto the feed. Some of them transitioned a little bit faster. Some of them were just holdouts, and they would just almost act like they would rather starve than eat feed. And so it was hard to get them to transition over to feed. But a small portion of that group we were able to take back to the sale at 30 days. Now, that group had went from 35-pound average to a 52-pound average per head. So that's a 17-pound gain in 30 days, all right? That gives them an average daily gain of 0.566 pounds per head per day. So that's just a little bit over half a pound, which is very good, okay? It's not excellent, it's not star-studded, but it is a good average, okay? Now, the next group that we brought onto the farm, they come in at a 46-pound per head average. They went back at 30 days, and at 30 days, they had gained 22 pounds. They were up to 68 pounds. So that gives them an average daily gain of 0.733, which is just shy of 3/4 of a pound per head per day, which is excellent. I really couldn't ask for much more than that. Now, the remainder of that first group, they weren't able to go back to the sale because of their weights. We don't like to take them to sale until they hit a certain weight. But they went back to the sale at 60 days. At 60 days, they had gained to a 61-pound average, which is a 26-pound gain, which sounds good, but when you realize that you're dividing that by 60 days instead of 30, that gives them an average daily gain of 0.433 pounds per head per day, which is poor. So that just kind of wraps that up, just to kind of give you an idea on the performance of those lambs. Will we do it again? Most likely. Was it profitable? Marginally, but we did enjoy doing it. So that being said, I'm not going to take any more of your time for those of you that really don't like the number crunching thing. So what do you say we get to the video?
But I can bet you can tell the difference just in the color that's out here. Yes, we finally did have some rain, over 5 inches, because this 5 inches to here was full to here and running over. So probably 6.5 inches of rain in a little over a week. So not very many just tremendous downpours, but a nice rain. Oh, it has been spectacular. Still is in kind of a precarious spot in some ways. We're still kind of in between on the grasses that'll grow right now. Still a little bit too warm in the day for the cold season grasses to really come on, and a little bit cool at night for the warm season grasses to really keep going. So the grass is alive, it's green, but it's just not growing much till we can make that seasonal change. Hopefully that will take place very soon. What have we got on for today? Well, we've got ewes to move. Here's kind of our plan. The young ewes that are over back there, yep, they're going to be moving into that pen right there. It's time for them to start coming in. So they're going to move in and take the place where they're at out there with the outside access for hay. This bag moved. We'll get the hay table set up here and bring in a bale of hay. So the girls in there will have hay access. Yeah, we have a escapee girl. Hey girl. Well, your mama friendly now and you was last night. Don't know how she got out. Theresa was standing at the stove last night fixing supper, and she looked out the back window and she said, "There's a ewe in the backyard." And I'm like, "Seriously?" She said, "Yeah." And there she is. We got her down to the barnyard, and that's about as far as we could get her because she hit this green grass out here. Since there's not been any animals out here, the grass is quite a bit deeper than it is in the pasture, and so she stuck her head down and she wasn't about to quit eating. That girl's been chasing the tractor ever since I got out here. Before we can really do anything with the hay on the table, that bag of seed that I put up there, I'm gonna have to get it moved over here and set it down. Come on. No. Come on. No. Come on. Come on. Come on. Move. Come on. Oh. Come on. Of course. Come on. Unfortunately, we still have about 6 high-headed ewes that decided to stay over at the other pen. So out of, I guess 6 out of 60 is not bad. About like moving wild cows. Hopefully, we're going to leave the gate open, block off the barnyard, so hopefully during the day tomorrow with the others over here talking and everything, they'll kind of wander their way over here. That's our hope anyway. Unfortunately, I kind of wrenched up my back when we were moving the ewes, I had one of the rams that was walking just right side by side with me, and another ram on the other side, Martin and Bandit. You probably heard me talk about them. And one of them kind of pushed me over into the other one, got my feet tangled up with his, and then trying to keep from falling. Well, you get the picture. I kind of wrenched my back, and whoa, it give me trouble. Oh, just a little left to go and we'll be done. That's just me. Don't kick. Okay. Got to pull their hay ring because they're going to need another bale tomorrow night, without a doubt. So, as I usually do, I'm going to move this rack to a new spot, let them clean up what's underneath. It is a very windy day today. We've got to get quite a few things done before it gets dark, which this time of year, you know how that goes. But I've got to get hay down for the cows. I didn't do it last night, but I'll take you along with me for that. And we got a seeder, and yep, so we're going to start getting that grass seed out. Might be a little windy, but it's the best we can do. Well, as we head down to get some hay put out, looks like I've got a fan club waiting on me. Really should have done it last night, but it had been a long day yesterday. I knew I'd be here today, so I opted just to wait. Yeah, you can tell by the color of the grasses that it's getting better. Hey babies, stay out of the way. No, back up. Usual, every time I start doing something, it's either oil in, or water in the fuel or something. Maybe I got that taken care of. So I'm just opening this gate just a little bit, see what kind of pattern we've got, how heavy it is. Don't look too heavy, but we'll find out in a moment. Check my spread pattern. That's going to be the hardest part, trying to find that little seed. See if I need to open it up a little bit more. Yeah, it's hard to, it's going to be near impossible to see, but there's pretty good gap. Told you probably couldn't see it. All right, am I getting over this far? Yes, barely. Yeah, look at that hole. Anyway. All right, so I do need to open it up just a little more. One more knot. With this ryegrass, our hope is, you know, we just finished up about a week with about a little over 6 inches of rain over the week. We've got some warm weather, dry weather up until the first of next week, where we have about 4 days of rain forecasted there, and the temperatures are going to be holding pretty good. Then hopefully about a week after that, we're going to be having some fertilizer brought in, get that down on top of the seed that's on a good moist bed, and hopefully we'll start seeing some things popping pretty quick.